Hello, YouTube. Try not to be too loud on you because we've got some new microphones. We'll talk about that in a little bit.
Yeah, hi. I'm a plane cameraman today.
She's behind the scenes. So it's getting kind of warm. We're going to be moving on, and we need to do some air conditioning maintenance to make sure that they're going to last a while. And we get some numbers for parts written down, maybe order a few capacitors, make sure that we're good to go this entire summer. So let's get set up and go up top. So this is the air conditioning. It's a duo Therm by Dometic. I'm going to take the top off of it. It's an older lid. It looks like it's fiberglass. And you know, in the sunshine, it will really take its toll on these things. These are, as far as I know, these are original air conditioners to the RV, which means it's from 1997. We need to look into these things. Yes, I have one of these motors already. That's awesome news, because I have one of those. I like to have spare everything that I need to work on. Okay, so back here is the main thing. We need airflow to this thing, and as you can see, lots of blockage, lots of nastiness. This will help tremendously to get this cleaned up and loosened up. So I absolutely love this roof. It is all kinds of real estate for solar up here. It's really nice because it's aluminum roof. It needs to be washed pretty bad. It is looking rough, but it is in great shape. This is the coil clean. It's a chemical that you don't have to rinse. You're not even supposed to scrape it, but it will loosen up all the dirt and debris that's in these fins. And as you can see, it is a huge amount of dirt and debris. It's a good thing I brought the extra brush as well. This is just a chip brush. You can buy them at Lowe's. I would assume Home Depot would have them. Get rid of this extra big crud here. It is this time of year. You should be doing these at least once a year, if not more often. If you've got a problem or something, this is a good place to look for the source of the problems. And the air conditioners are a very, very easy appliance, really is. I mean, if you're not leaking Freon or coolant, whatever kind of coolant you might have, if you're not leaking that, you're in good shape, because you can replace every part on these things. And of course, the way I believe, they don't make things like they used to. This is a perfect example where, you know, over the past few years, I've heard nothing but problems coming out of the factories with these air conditioners. We happen to have really good ones. And you can buy this little kit. It's on Amazon. This is a much nicer little brush. But you can tell that there's 20-some years of debris in here. You can tell by looking how much debris there is in this thing. This is crazy. So we should see a big difference in the performance and the looks of this air conditioner. It's also on my list of things to do. We're going to be heading out here in a couple of weeks. It's on my list of things to do to get up here and wash the top of this, wax it, get it ready for travel. I will go ahead and spray it. This is supposed to work the dirt loose. You can see it going in between the fins here. And it smells like soap. Now, you don't have to come back through and scrub these according to the directions on this bottle, but you can obviously clearly see we've got bigger debris than we need. And as far as these coils go, I mean, they look pretty daggone good. There's a couple spots here that are questionable to me. Right here in particular, you can see where it's folded over. Okay, the kit that I've got to do this came with a little tool like this to straighten the fins up. What it is, if you can imagine, this is the fins, except there's pipes running through there. And what you have to do is you have to separate all these bristles, get them straight so that the air has no problem blowing through this and cooling it down. Here you can see you need to get the right size fin. There we go. That's the right size fin comb. And as you can see, I'm straightening these out. You should be able to see that. And the handle is just to give it a little more torque if you need it. And you can see this is going to open it up, and clearly the air is going to flow the way it's intended to flow through these spaces instead of being bent and causing turbulence. And everything looks really good here. So good. You can clearly see how much debris came out of this air conditioner. I'll get this debris cleaned up, but I'm also going to open this up, get part numbers off of my capacitors, and check the wiring, everything else. So this piece right here is just a cover. It protects some of the parts in the wires and components, that sort of thing. So it's put on here with hex-headed bolts that I'm going to take off. It should be noted the power is off to this unit here. And this is the part that I need to get into. So at this point, I got the numbers off the capacitor and the parts off all the parts off the air conditioner that I needed. I put it back together. Did a short little tour of the top of the RV, just to as a little inspection, something I needed to get done anyway. So it's going to be the Therm heat pump by Dometic. So this is the center seam. And of course you can tell it's dark out. Woo! That made a weird noise. So this needs to be redone. This is your vent. We need a new one. It's like an 1.5 inches, 1.25 inches. So that needs a new seal around it. This needs a new seal. Well, which we need to put a new fan on that anyway. But now, this, oh, that looks awesome for its age. That's clearly been redone at some point, right? This tape is looking awesome. These seams look awesome. That could probably use a new refrigerator cap. Well, that's dirty as well, as always. No wonder the birds are coming up here. They're getting all them nuts. If they're not, they're dumb. And we have got all the room in the world. Now, this is where most of that air conditioning is coming from up here. That one has none. No drain. So that means there's draining underneath. And this, tight. That's good. I don't like the sound that makes. I guess it's like telling it how to get off of me. There's an antenna, probably a CB antenna. The horns look sealed good, but they could probably use a new coat. And then over here is the slide out topper, and it looks really good compared to what I thought it looked like. This is all sealed, just needs washed so that washed and waxed, you can see it, all this oxidation. That's what's coming all over the windshield. Air horns are sealed good. Boy, that has got all the room in the world for solar up here. Could probably fit a row here and here. Probably 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 on each side. One here in the middle. So that's 8. 8, maybe 9, 10. We could set those sideways. It'd be 9, 10 for sure. So I need to look into this, what the story is here. I guess they just covered it up when they got rid of that vent. So even connecting it back is not going to do any good. And the antenna, it's not leaking. Leave well enough alone, I guess. Doesn't look bad. I'll probably just get rid of that big floppy thing. Okay, and this looks good. Maximum capacity 150 pounds while vehicle is in motion. Huh, that's good to know. I want to thank everybody for joining us this week. We will be doing more maintenance in the future, so we will see you again next week.
Be there or be square.